Hello there, my crypto big brothers and sisters. Here I am with Bulldog Rod and with Papa Ron over here. Man, we got some exciting stuff to talk about today. I can't wait, huh, Ron?
Yeah, it's very exciting.
Yeah.
It's cool.
It's cool.
So,
It's always cool.
what's going on? Anything?
Nothing much. I just cooked a big old meatloaf tonight for dinner.
Baby.
Man, was it good.
You know,
Oh, boy.
kids nowadays, they don't know what the heck a meatloaf is. And man, me and you, we were raised on that stuff.
Yeah.
And
You know, I hadn't had
casseroles.
Oh, boy, casseroles, yeah. Oh, yeah.
These kids don't know what they've been missing.
No, my little girlfriend, she makes this lazy casserole. She calls it a lazy casserole, but it's kind of like an enchilada thing, and oh boy, is it to die for.
Very nice.
That's why I'm so fat.
And she's Hispanic too, right?
Yes, she is,
Yeah.
and she's a beautiful gal.
Yeah, I've met her. She is nice looking. Well, listen, this probably won't be a very long video, but it's something that we feel we need to put out there a little bit. But before we get started, you know, Rod and I both thumb through the news on crypto about every day. And, you know, we're pretty good-tempered people. We don't get, well, you know, we have our flash-in-the-pan moments, but...
That's been in the past.
Yeah, we're pretty even temperament. But as
Yeah.
we read through these article titles, some of them just...
Don't make sense.
Well, yeah, it's just kind of frustrating. So let me just give you a couple here what we're talking about. Now, this one comes off Fox News. Bitcoin is a huge scam, the Wolf of Wall Street says. Now, I think, and you know, in my early days, I used to listen to him on financial stuff, and I kind of liked his accent and all. And I guess he is Jordan Belfort, Way of the Wolf. Oh no, he's not the wolf. He's just the news guy then. Okay, yeah, he's Stuart Varney. That's right. So evidently this guy, not him, but he says, and he's a Wall Street guy. Now think about that for a second. So in other words, as many years as he's been, he doesn't think Wall Street's a scam. He doesn't think that these stocks are manipulated every day. He doesn't think that the stock market's in the biggest bubble ever, because every indicator in our country right now is saying that the economy is toast. I mean, unemployment figures are inflated. Look at how many stores. I mean, you got Kmart and Sears. Sears in Canada's totally gone out of Canada. They totally shut down. Kmart is closing stores in our country like crazy. Even McDonald's is closing stores right now.
Uh-oh.
I think we previewed that. Maybe not, but
No, I didn't know that.
there's so many mall outlet stores. All of them are
Oh,
toast.
the malls are all going down tubes, yeah.
But yet the stock market is sky high. And some of these companies that don't even have a great platform are so inflated. I mean, look at Uber, that taxi company. They haven't turned $1 yet as far as the company, but their stocks are top. You look at what's that social media outlet?
Facebook?
Yeah, one of them like that. Not Twitter. Anyway, it's another one. They haven't turned $1 either in profit. They lose millions every year, but yet their stocks are top of the world. Who's buying this crap? I mean, honestly, if you looked at a portfolio of a company and it loses money every year, are you going to buy their stock? Hell no. But yet, it's inflated. It's all imaginary wealth. And yet you got these guys that from Wall Street coming on and saying Bitcoin's a scam. Oh my heck. Anyway, but if you read that, and I'm not going to belabor this, I know I am already, but and this is just one article. I could probably put 10 a day on here about these bankers and finance gurus and all these guys that say that cryptocurrency's in a bubble. We're idiots for speculating on it and all this. Anyway, but they're the experts. And
Well,
granted,
they're trying to turn a positive into a negative, kind of like politics.
well, that's what it is. Bitcoin and crypto doesn't fit the mainstream form of finance, and the bankers can adapt to it in this. So they've got to pick on it. They got to say, "Hey, public, you're idiots for getting into this stuff." But I was going to read just something out of this article, but that's all right. But it talks about this fever pitch surrounding cryptocurrency trading. People all over the world who know nothing about what they're buying, they're just operating in a greater fool theory. Meaning if there's someone more foolish than me, you'll buy it at a higher price. Well, he's saying it's all speculation. And there's some truth to that.
Kind of like the stock market, isn't it?
Yeah, same thing. You think all these people invest in the stock market understand? I mean, I have never bought a single stock in my life. If it wasn't in my hand, I didn't put money into it.
I have.
Well, our theories were just different in our younger years, Rod.
I know.
But what did you just say now? I had some thought on that.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good.
About how Wall Street and crypto is the same.
Yeah.
It's by speculating. I'm sorry, I made you lose your train.
No, you're good. It probably wasn't that important anyway. Anyway, folks. And then here's another one I saw too. The end of easy money could crush Bitcoin prices. Now,
what's easy money?
Well, easy money is credit, I think they were saying. With central banks tapering or ending their bond buying programs, that's bad news for investors chasing bubble assets like Bitcoin and overvalued technical stocks, which are likely to deflate, as was the case in the dot-com bubble back in 2001. And I kind of thought what I was going to say. They definitely do know more than I do because they've been involved in the finance industry a lot longer than I. But just common sense is where we kind of trump these guys. It's just like this. I mean, and I don't know, Rod, but think about it. Think about all the people that have bought Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies.
Yeah.
Do you think they're common Mo Schmoes like us, or do you think they're the big financial Wall Street gurus?
I think it's kind of like the Wall Street gurus.
That are investing in Bitcoin?
Yeah. I think there's some investing in Bitcoin.
I think you're
and
right. I think there's some.
I don't think they're going to let. I don't think they're going to let the people on Wall Street know because they don't want them thinking they're stupid. Because they're going if you invest in, I really think that if you invest in stock, why not invest in Bitcoin?
No, you're right. But these people have finally been waking up just the last 2 or 3, 4 months, maybe 6 months. But I think the majority of the history in crypto has been from regular guys like us.
Oh yeah. Well, that you're right. Yes.
Anti-establishment, anti-bank.
Yes.
And so to say that because Wall Street's going to shut down all the way for us to loan and borrow money through bonds and all, that's going to affect Bitcoin, I want to say baloney. This Bitcoin is backed by guys like us. And we are speculating. There's no doubt about that. But it's our hard-earned money in our savings accounts that's going into this stuff. It ain't always.
With Bitcoin, though, because it is decentralized, Ron, don't you think that the small American, regular Joe Schmo like us have feel like that we can control what we're buying? Not like in the stock market. Hell, you can't control it.
Well, and that's my point. And people are buying stocks and stuff. I don't think they're taking that money. Most of these stock brokers that handle people's money to purchase stocks and move it around to get the fees, I don't think they're shifting a lot of that money yet. We got one more article into crypto. But you're right. I think it's guys like us that have real cash on hand that are investing in this stuff.
Well, we want to watch it. You really can't watch it in the stock market. But with Bitcoin, I think, at least I feel like I can. I can look on it every day at this cryptocurrency. I know you can look on it with the Wall Street Exchange or whatever it is, but still, I don't know,
No,
and
but
maybe it's because I don't understand the stock market. I understand
true,
cryptocurrency.
true. And the thing about cryptocurrency is it's not manipulated. It is a true market price based
Right.
on people either taking money out or putting money in, and there's nothing fictitious about it.
I guess that's it. I don't know. I just really like this stuff.
No, I agree.
And I think the world is finally coming around to see how most of the world likes this stuff too. We're getting in on it.
Well,
Don't
yeah.
you
Look
think?
at this. Look at this next article now here, and this deals with people in the financial world. There are
And
now
this is from CNBC.
CNBC, and we had an article just the last couple days from CNBC, which surprised me that they're reporting
Yeah.
on this stuff.
Yeah.
There are now more than 120 hedge funds focused solely on Bitcoin. And if a hedge fund, I mean, what a hedge fund guy does is he takes people's money. He's not necessarily a broker. He is a broker, but as far as I understand it, folks, but he takes investors' money and he makes the decisions where to move this money to show profits. So he might have a lot of it in Coca-Cola right now and some of it in whatever. And then as a hedge fund manager, he kind of moves this stuff around. Well, now it's saying that, hey, and these guys deal in billions of dollars. Well, now there's 120 hedge funds focused just on Bitcoin. To me, that's huge. It says here, estimates that the crypto funds have about 2.3 billion in total assets under management. So these,
oh my gosh.
well, because they're just like you said earlier, they're seeing that there's profits to be made, and if they're accountable to their investors, they said, hey, I'm going to put this money to make my people some profit. And right now it's mainly crypto.
Now, do hedge funds? Are they in the? Like I said, the reason why I never gotten in really big into stocks and stuff, so I didn't understand that stuff. But is hedge funders part of Wall Street?
Yeah, yeah. It's not that they go to the stock market like I say every day, but yeah, that's where they have this money played or invested is into stocks. As far as I understand it, and if I'm wrong, somebody can correct us in the comments. But yeah, so they take all these millions that have been given to them into their hedge fund, and they have to have that hedge fund make profits for these investors. So
they're hedging their bet.
That's right, and they're putting it into stocks and companies that think are moving. And they might say, "God, this thing doesn't look good, so I'm going to pull our 50 million out of here and now put it over here." So they kind of every day watch the markets and play with that money. But what's his name? That guy that got arrested in New York, Madoff. Madoff was a hedge fund manager, and he was showing so many good profits that people were just giving him millions and millions of dollars. Of course, he was a Ponzi scheme. He was taking the new guy's money and giving it to the guys that have been in there, saying, hey, look, I'm making profits, but yet he was losing his ass. So Bernie Madoff was also a hedge fund manager, and he had huge money he was dabbling in. Anyway, I think this is positive stuff, that people realize Bitcoin does have value there. It's not like these other yahoos that are, just shooting off the hip and saying stupid stuff that, I mean, and maybe...
So, sorry.
Well, one sense, and I know I just keep blabbering and blabbering. Now, did I forget it?
I'm sorry, Ron.
Okay,
So
what
let
were
me
you
say
going
what I
to
was
say?
going to say. CNBC tells more of a broad statement about how the hedge funders are using Bitcoin as a positive thing. And in that first article, if you can go back to that, this is only one guy saying that Bitcoin's a scam. So what the hell does he know?
Well,
compared
evidently,
to the other guy.
he's got some credibility, this Wolf of Wall Street.
What? I
But
don't care.
but
Just
still,
one guy's opinion.
right.
And CNBC's reporting on two, and Fox is reporting just on one guy. I don't know.
No, I know what you're saying, but it
That's
seems
what
like
burns
all
me
these
up.
people that are slandering the crypto industry are all these bankers, financial gurus, all these guys that are so tied into the fiat and banking system.
Well, I think they're afraid of Bitcoin.
Exactly. That's our point of this right now, is that they want to slam it. And maybe there's enough people listening who say, "Oh yeah, I better stay away from that crypto stuff because the wolf says it's a scam."
Yeah.
You know. Oh my heck.
What is Bitcoin today, Ron?
Let's get to it right now.
Okay.
Yep, baby, it's up again.
It's up again. Yeah. 72 what?
58.42.
Well, what's that 72, 79, 54 next to it?
That's the percentage. It's up $72, 1.26%.
Oh, I see. Okay. I see. Okay.
But it's up to 58.42, and folks, this graph is really it's the main part of our video tonight.
Crust.
Anyway,
Isn't it crust? Yeah.
you caught it, Rod. They've got some interesting stats on here. Right down in this corner here, it says 52 weeks ago, a year ago, Bitcoin was $686. Today it's 61. Well, not today, but the high is 61.49. It's grown 10 times this year. But
Yeah.
oh, that's another point about this being a scam and a bubble. Folks, there's still, if you take a survey in the United States, now true, there's more and more people that have heard of Bitcoin, because everywhere I go, I says, yeah, have you heard of Bitcoin? All the bank chicks I ask, anyway, everywhere I go, I ask. And more people are aware of the name, and they've heard about it. But yet the awareness and people that are really looking at it yet is still, percentage-wise, pretty small.
Yeah, today, since you mentioned it, I had to go to the VA, and when I was talking to my dietitian guy, nutrition guy, I asked him, I said, have you ever heard of cryptocurrency? Nope, never heard of that. Well, have you heard of Bitcoin? Yeah, I heard of that. They don't know what crypto is, but they sure know what Bitcoin is.
Right.
So you're right. They don't look into it to find out what's going on with it.
But if they'll have more articles like this CNBC, it's going to build more awareness. Now, you go to Japan, they say 40% of banks are tied into crypto. And remember, we've sold so many articles on Japan. All the restaurants take it. The awareness there is huge. So people are aware of it over there.
Yeah, thousands of retailers.
Yes. So back to this graph, what we thought was interesting, even though the price is real healthy, it's grown 10 times. The daily low today was 5,700, and the daily high was 59.92.
Wow.
And look, they got this. I really like this site. This is nice. But
Cool.
What I wanted to show, and Rod, you picked up on it right away when we looked at this. There seems to be a pattern developing here. You got an up and a down, up and a down, up and
down.
It might not that it's going to lose traction long term.
Well, it won't lose any more than it'll never go below that last bottom.
Here,
at least I hope it doesn't. Yeah, it'll never go below that. I don't think.
Well,
see, it's grown up 500%. Where see right there above your arrow.
Yep.
It's grown up to 500% to right to there, 737% at there, above that. Man, that is.
Well, your predictions have been
bro.
spot on, so I'm going to keep track of this chart and see if your prediction hits that. But, folks, because of this, and we're no technical analysts. Matter of fact, why don't we get Node Investor back on, folks? If you want to listen to some good technical advice and how to read these charts, Node Investor. He's got a Twitter thing, a Facebook. His YouTube videos are superb. We've had him on the show 2 or 3 times. It's been a
Yeah.
while. We ought to have him back, Rod.
Yeah, I think so.
But
He is awesome.
but anyway, I just thought this was interesting. It was just plain as day as we looked at this as, gal, we're kind of peaking again. We could see a little bit of downturn before the next shot up.
Yeah.
And we know what
You better
that's all
buy
about.
now before it goes up.
Or wait till that dip and buy in that dip, baby.
Well, you could do that too. Yeah, that'd be all right.
Folks, listen. We enjoy doing this.
We do. We have fun. You can tell it.
we're just kind of. I guess this stuff has given us old FARTS some purpose. We like researching this and kind of talking to each other about it. And we hope we're giving you some kind of value in the show.
Yeah, we do.
So,
Got any suggestions? Put them down in the comments. We'll look at it.
we've had some people that suggested some coins, and we've looked at those that are suggested, and there's nothing wrong with them. But like I said earlier, we just want some that's got some bang to it, and we have a few of your suggestions on our list, so we're probably going to get around to them. Thanks for watching, folks. Enjoy your weekend. Ron?
Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, and subscribe and give us your comments because we love to talk to you. And God bless.